my name is Rehan Kabir.
Hi, my name is Hector Bashabo.
Hi, my name is Michael Lewis.
And our project is on gun control.
Here's a couple of facts on guns in America. 10,000 people die a year being murdered, and 50% of households own guns.
See, the issue of firearms in the United States is very controversial. We have many gun control laws that aren't doing that good of a job at keeping everybody safe in the United States.
The USA has by far the highest rate of firearms death compared to any other country. Firearm injuries are the second leading cause of injuries death in the US and have killed more than 28,000 Americans each year since 1972.
Bye, honey. I'm going to work.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
Whoa! What's happening, man?
Where's your money? Where's the money?
I don't have any money, man.
Don't move!
Instances like this happen every day in the US, and we need to stop this. Right now, we are heading over to the police department of Laguna Beach, California, to see what they think and to get the inside information on what gun control laws should be and are currently right now. Yeah, so we're here today with Officer Daryl Short from the Laguna Beach Police Department, and he's going to answer some questions and stuff on gun control. How do you feel about current laws that exist on obtaining and owning a weapon?
A little mixed. I think that the current laws that they have for obtaining a weapon are good. Like the 10-day cooling off period. You decide you want to go buy a handgun, you have to wait 10 days.
Okay.
To buy a rifle or shotgun, not so much. But I think it's a good law because some people, heat of the moment, get upset. They want to go get a gun to do something, and that kind of prevents them, lets them cool off and think about it, and possibly prevents them from doing something that might just be heat of passion.
Okay.
Bye, honey!
Hey, you! Drive!
Keep it on. What just happened right here was a drive-by. With more gun control laws, we could have prevented this. Do you have any stories, where stricter gun controls or maybe some kind of shift in those laws would be useful, in prevention of harmful accidents? Or
Stricter gun control laws. I think in California we are pretty strict already. There's other states where you can carry a loaded firearm on your waist.
Huh.
In California we have the open carry as long as it's not loaded.
So you can carry anything you want.
You can carry a firearm as long as it's not concealed and it's not loaded upon a person. One thing that I wish is that a lot of guns that are out in the streets, a lot of the dangerous weapons, like some of the ones we have in the case that you'll see later, those are obtained illegally because we're not allowed to possess assault rifles. So as far as law enforcement, a lot of times we're up against criminals with higher firepower than we have.
It lobbies for gun rights asserted in the Second Amendment.
In recent years, the NRA has opposed the Brady Bill.
The Brady Bill, what Hector just said, was signed by Bill Clinton and was put into effect in February of 1994. The bill proposed that a gun purchaser had to wait 5 days before he could actually obtain the weapon. Hi, my name is Michael Lewis, and we are here in Laguna Beach with me and my correspondent, Rehan Kabir. We are asking Joe Biden and Bill Richardson questions via satellite about their position on gun control.
So, Governor Richardson, what is your position on gun control?
The issue here, I believe, is instant background checks. Nobody who has a criminal background or is mentally ill should be able to get a weapon. That is the key. And that includes gun sales. That includes gun sales at gun shows. The key is going to be also attacking poverty, bringing people together, dealing with those kids in the ghettos that are heavy users of gun violence and are victims of gun violence, to make sure that this country attacks the core problems of poverty.
Very good. I'm going to hand it over to my correspondent, Michael Lewis, and he's going to ask a question to Senator Biden.
So, Joe Biden, what is your position on keeping people safe in this nation?
Look, we should be working with law enforcement right now to make sure that we protect people against people who are not capable of knowing what to do with a gun because they're either mentally imbalanced and or because they have a criminal record.
Thank you for that answer. Thank you, Bill Richardson, as well, for that answer and response as well. We will be back for more questions later on for next week's debates. Thank you.
That was CNN.
In neighborhoods such as this, children as young as 3 years old can shoot a handgun, presenting many dangerous aspects towards people's
Do you
lives.
have any experiences or stories about children getting a hold of their parents' legally owned guns?
I don't have any personal experience here at Laguna Beach PD, where kids have done that. But I remember growing up, hearing a story when I was younger that there was a little boy. He had a gun which everybody thought was real, and he pointed at an officer, and the officer ended up, to protect himself, had to shoot the little boy. And then you hear stories about kids all the time trying to show off their parents' firearm, and then an accident happens. Right, trying to show off, and then they don't really know how to handle a weapon. They end up shooting their friend or themselves. So.
We entered a Laguna Beach household. We are here with Mrs. Nowakowski. Mrs. Nowakowski, what do you think about gun control?
Well, first of all, I've lived a long time in Europe, and I think coming to America, I always have the fear, and I feel that there are way too many guns just out there being used at random, and it's a very dangerous thing to have.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Nowakowski. That was CNN Laguna Beach.
Do you think that people need to take a class or training before they are allowed to own a gun? Or do they need a class?
What they do is they take a test, and it's basic firearm safety. If you're going to buy a weapon, you should know how to properly use it, and there should be some kind of class that you could take. I don't know if the gun dealer should, supply that for free, or if you should have to pay for it, but something that could take somebody's life like that, I think that you should be properly trained to have it.
And you recommend that, right?
I
Any types of guns you would like to see completely banned, just nationwide?
Yeah. Up here, there's a case of firearms and other weapons that were taken off of people in Laguna Beach during police, car stops or pedestrian stops. Anywhere from, your regular handguns to MAC-10s to AK-47s, and then all the way down to these little guns, commonly referred to as Chief Specials. If I had to say anything to be completely banned, there's a lot of guns now that don't look like guns. For instance, there's this flashlight that, with the flip of the switch, turns into a submachine gun, and it's small enough to fit in your back pocket. It's like a little transformer, and I think anything like that. There's guns that are cell phones. We don't have any in the case, but looks like your average cell phone. You just point the antenna towards somebody and dial, a couple specific numbers in a row, and it fires off a .22 round.
Wow.
So especially those, I think if you're responsible enough, I think semi-automatic handguns are fine, shotguns, rifles. I would think if just for sports and collections, I think assault rifles and things like that are fine too. But if you're trying to hide it, there's a reason why you're trying to hide it. So I don't think that should be legal.
Thank you for your time, and it's been a good interview, so thank you.
No problem, guys.
Thank you.
Hi there. Overall, I believe, and as well as my correspondents here, that the laws in America should be a lot stricter for gun controls, so less accidents will happen, and there's more security for the people.
So, don't have a gun at your house.
Redo it. Hello.
It's me. Okay, sir. Oh my.
My name is Rayhan Kabir.
Daddy, do the big daddy thing.
You really have stupid shit. Don't be fun, son, no seed, and about the. What's this double through? Where's my.
Make over here.
Say something.
Oh, yeah. I need a double cheeseburger.
Oh my god.
Right now, we're going to the police officers. I don't have my seatbelt out.
That was cool.